My story today is really a story of obedience. It wasn't until 2006 that sitting in a leadership conference on a Saturday morning, God reached down into me and just wrung me out and said, "Are you done running?" I said, "Yes, Lord." The answer is yes. Now just tell me what the question is. And that's how I became a pastor. I went to seminary, and through the pastorate is how God used my passion for cars, because it was as an executive pastor in a fairly large church here in the area that I had an opportunity to begin to help people with cars. And so my prayer was, God, send somebody. It's not me. Send somebody to take this ministry and do amazing things with it. I was only a couple of years disobedient before I realized that it was me God was calling. So I went from a full-time pastor and a part-time car guy to a part-time pastor and a full-time car guy. So M40 Auto comes from the Bible, Matthew chapter 25. Jesus is, I'm going to know the people who loved me by how they took care of me, when they fed me when I was hungry, and they clothed me when I was naked. And the disciples said, "Wait, Jesus, no, we never seen you naked or thirsty, or what are you talking about?" And Jesus said, "My friends, when you have done this to the least of these, you have done it unto me." That verse is verse 40. M40 Auto and Alignment is a full service repair shop. We can accept donated cars, we can accept donations, and we use those donations and donated cars to be able to help people who maybe can't afford a car. And so over the years that we've been doing this, we've given away over 100 cars. But more than that, we've learned that we can help people with maybe repairs they couldn't afford all of or some of. We're not a finance company. We're not going to come and chase you down if you don't pay. All it's going to do is restrict our ability to help the next person who's in the same place you are in life. And we're just going to trust that you're going to want to be able to help us continue to be a blessing. And so we want to be a safe place that you can go to be able to get your questions answered honestly and tell you the truth of what's happening or likely to happen. The cool thing of it all is we have spiritual conversations in our lobby most every day. I began to understand that all of that education and experience as a pastor I was using in the waiting room, in the lobby of M40 Auto. Being obedient to follow God, even though I said, "God, you've prepared me. I have all this education over here. Why now are you calling me out to do this thing?" I might not ever know that answer, but I do know that I get to see Him up close and personal in ways I would have never imagined.